Yes, and there we are live. Good day and welcome to another episode of the Air Force Podcast. My name is Jaco and today we have Tarryn Roberts with us, an individual, actually a jack of all trades. Very welcome, Tarryn.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm like so honored to be here. Yay!
Tarryn, you have a very diverse career. You are an estate agent, you
hmm
do photo shoots, you're a brand ambassador, you're a gamer, you're an
Yeah.
entrepreneur. What else do you do? What did I
Oh my
miss?
gosh, where do we start? Where do we start? Okay, I've got
Okay.
quite a big story. People who've been following me for like a trillion years know my story. Um, Basically, I've run my own photography company for about 11 years now. It's called Kong Kong, like King Kong, but cooler. You know, King Kong, oh, like King Kong. So yeah, Kong Kong. And the cool thing is about the name of the brand, just to give you a little bit of a cool thing. Um, Kong means king in Chinese, and when you, by mistake, trying to type in like Hong Kong on Google, um, by mistake, a lot of people type in Hong Kong. So the funny thing is about it is that it's often Googled. If you do the analytics, it's often Googled more than the word gold. So my brand's pretty cool. So I've been doing photography, videography, like shooting. I was always a PA working for other people, and then I felt pregnant, and I was like, damn, I don't want to work for somebody anymore. I want to be a mommy. I want to be there. It took me 1,000 years to fall pregnant, and I wanted to be
Okay.
there for her. So a hobby turned into something else, and that's what my main focus is. Well, not my main focus anymore, but that's what I do. That's how I bring home the dollar bill. Yeah.
Okay, and how do you balance all these various roles that you have?
I don't. So I'm going to be completely honest with you. I have an amazing mentor in my life recently that I've just met, and she is guiding me. She's pushing me in all of the right avenues. So I'm listening a lot to her. I've also learned about calendar blocking. So like blocking out your time and your day. And when you're going to do that, you don't go on your phone and you actually focus on that like specific thing for that specific time.
Okay.
So I do have
W-
my photography. I've got my other things. It's important to balance them all. Yeah,
Okay, and then you're also into real estate. Am I correct?
correct. So that's a
Okay.
funny thing, eh? Because I've been doing like photography for so long that I feel like I'm really good at it and I need to challenge my brain a bit. Not trying to sound like arrogance at all, but like I am good at it. But I was like watching Selling Sunset and I was like, damn, these girls are fire. Like, look at them, they're killing. And I was like, I can do this. So for about a year, I've been chatting about it. And then my husband put me in touch with somebody. And then I met with him and he offered me a job on the spot. And I learned quite a lot there. I'm not there anymore. But I learned so much there and I've got a lot of information behind me and I'm just loving it. Hey, I feel like I'm meant to sell houses. I love it. I love houses. I love classy homes. I mean, I live in Zimbabwe. Like, it's so beautiful out here in Beliso. And yeah, I want to give people beautiful homes that they can be proud of. I'm really, really, really passionate about real estate. Like, it makes
Okay.
me feel alive. So yeah, that's
What do
where
you
I'm
think is the
at. But
most
also,
what
yeah.
I'm interrupting you now, but
We're all cold in Belido. It's so cold here. Oh.
what do you think is the most important thing a person should consider before buying a home?
I don't know. Hey, so I've been doing it for 3 weeks. I'm very new, but I'm
Yeah.
passionate, and I've met with so many developers, and I'll like really sell so many places. It's crazy. But I think like the most important thing when like choosing a home is you got to walk in and it's got to be bright, it's got to be airy, it's got to be a lot of light. You've got to feel, it's got to smell good. Like when you walk in, you want to smell it to smell like cookies and baking, and like you want to look around and all the, you just want to feel like, even if it's the tiniest place ever, you want it to feel like shit. This place is lovely. I can see myself creating my dreams here. So that's the kind of house someone should choose. Yes.
Okay. And
Yeah.
then a partner from the real estate, you're also a brand ambassador for a few companies. How did you get into that and how do you do all of that?
So it's a crazy story. Like I was a brand ambassador for quite a lot of people in the past, and they are all phenomenal, and I love them all. But then I went through a very, I'd say like quite a rough patch in my life where I lost them, and I still love them, and I still respect them, and I wish them all the best. Um, But to be honest with you, actually, I decided that I want to do real estate and I'm going to change my whole brand. So previously, my brand was quite like sexy and out there. And I've really just decided to change it into like, I don't know, like I've got a daughter, what I want for her, you know, I want her to be successful and amazing. So I've rebranded myself, like, yeah, I don't know. it's,
Okay.
it's a tricky question, really.
Yeah. And you say that you have a daughter, and obviously you love her a
Yeah.
lot. And how did she change your life?
Well, I never wanted kids. And then one day I was like, I want a baby and I want it right now. And it took like 3 years to have her. I'm very infertile. And I had her and she was the most hardest baby ever. But she changed my life in every way because as if anyone listening right now is a parent, like you just want your child to be safe and protected and loved. And you don't want them to make the same mistakes that you did. You want them to form their own path. So she's changed my life in every way. Every single day, she tells me how much she loves me, and we dance, we beauty hop. She's phenomenal. So she's changed my life in every way. Having a kid is the best thing ever. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have
And
kids?
no, no, I don't have kids. Luckily, I do not have kids yet. So
Lucky.
it's actually yeah, so it's
Yeah, you
actually
can
perfect
sleep,
for me.
you chill.
Yes, just like that. And then you're also a gamer. So how did you
Ooh,
become it?
I
Yeah.
love gaming.
What
Can I
what
tell you
games
how
do
I
you
became a
play?
gamer? Okay,
How? Yeah.
let me tell you how I became a gamer. My mom. So when I was 4 years old, do you remember the old TV games, like those ones you had the little controllers? Like,
Yeah.
so my mom, when I was 4 years old, she bought it for me and my brother. He was 2, and we started playing Mario Brothers and like um, BB Wings and Motorbike, whatever. And then I just loved it. So my brother and I always gamed, like our whole life. We gamed and we gamed and we gamed. We always gamed. Like him and I always gamed. I just always loved it, and I just always carried on. And then the funny story is that I actually like really wanted to start like an all-girl gaming squad, like a social media
Uh,
house. It's actually how I met
I'm
my
going to
husband.
I'm going to
Yeah,
interrupt you quickly. Do you and your
yeah.
brother still play games against each other?
No, we don't. But guess what? The coolest thing ever is there's a game called Dota. Everybody knows Dota. My brother won they were running a competition a couple of years ago where two people that are gaming, like you could be in Belgium or whatever, two people who've been gaming and never met each other in real life, but game Dota can meet in real life. My brother won, and he got to meet his friend. I think he's from Hungary or something. Like this guy's so cool. And yeah, so my brother was at the Dota Twin Championship recently, which is super fresh. Yeah.
Okay.
So like, we
Okay.
don't game
But
together
continue.
anymore. He's too busy.
Okay. But continue your
Yeah.
story. You wanted to create a old school girl. What did you want to say?
Yeah. I wanted to create, like, my idea was to create an all girl gaming squad. So I had a couple
Okay.
of investors. I think it'd be amazing. Like 4 girls in a house, a social media house. You've got a TikTok room, you've got your everything, like it's it's everything in one. Like the girls are vlogging, the girls are gaming, they're doing tournaments. There's nothing like it in the world. If anyone wants to start it, holla, holla, holla. I know what to do. I've got everything. But yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to do.
Okay. And what stopped you from doing that?
I couldn't find the right girls, if I'm being honest with you. Like nobody
Okay.
committed to me. They all let me down. So yeah, I kind of had to stop. 1 second.
Uh,
Alexa, dismiss. Alexa, dismiss timer. Okay, she dismissed it. Sorry, we can
no,
carry on now. Yeah, so I
it's fine. I'll
stopped
just edit it.
because yeah, I couldn't really find like the girls to commit. There were a few girls and they were amazing, but yeah, couldn't find the girls to commit with me. That's the only reason it didn't work out. No one's as committed as me to gaming and actually doing what they're going to say they're going to do. So yeah,
Okay. And how often do you play?
I game every single day.
Is it? Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
And okay. And then away from the gaming, can you share with us some of your insights into some of the ventures you have done in all the career paths that you've choose?
Wow, that's a big question. I've done a lot, eh? I don't know where to
Okay.
start and where to end, but like right now, I'm focusing my time and my energy into like a gin and rum brand. It's actually really
Okay.
popular in Miami, Florida right now, but it's
Mhm.
produced in Pretoria. So we're trying to really get the South African market into it. So that's where I'm investing my time right now, my energy. Like, they're phenomenal, and we're having so much fun doing that. So if you guys want to come and have some free rum and gin with me, follow me on the socials and let's go.
Okay, so it's gonna be free if somebody come to you.
Yes, I'll pour you your drink. It's free on me. Whoop, whoop.
Okay.
You get a drink, you
Okay.
get a drink, you get a drink, everyone gets a drink.
Okay. Yes. Yeah,
I'm
I'm sure
Oprah
then you can
Winfrey.
attract a lot of customers. Yeah. Okay. And then
So that's a brand I believe in right now, yeah.
okay, and then what challenges have you faced besides now getting a daughter? What other challenges did you face during your career up until this point?
That's a big question. I need more than a cup of coffee for that question.
Okay.
Um, I've challenged, I've been interviewed before about this specific question. I got divorced during 2020 and COVID, and my life went to pot. Um, and like, I went through quite a lot. Like, I actually don't know where to begin and end with this question. I've lost a lot. I went through so much stress that I actually, by mistake, became anorexic twice. And I actually didn't even know I was anorexic. Like, it was the strangest thing ever. Like, my bestie took me to the doctor and I stood on the scale and I was weighing like 43 kilograms. I'm an adult. So, I've been through quite a lot of stress in my life. Like, I think the biggest thing that happened to me was when I moved from Hilton to Umhlanga, we were robbed by a 5-year-old, believe it or not. There was an estate next to us, and a St. Gorma's 5-year-old kid broke into my home, stole all my camera equipment, everything, while we were there. And we went insured at the stage because the insurance hadn't moved across, so we lost everything. So that's when it all, I think, went to pot. So anorexia twice, like girls being too embarrassed to be in a bikini because she's so skinny, like it was bad. So I've had a lot of challenges and I've had a lot more than that. But
Mm.
you know what? You learn from those things, man, and you get over it and you just
Yeah.
become a better person because of it. It's really, we can't sit back and cry about it. You're
Mm.
supposed to go through these things, to
And
make you who you're supposed to be.
yes,
Really.
and how did you overcome all of them? Or not all of them, the ones you mentioned now.
I can tell you right now, it's because I had my mom. My mom, really. My mom. My
Okay.
mom looked after me. She just protected me. My mom and my dad just looked after me. And yeah, that's how I became it, really, like with a good support system. Yeah,
Okay.
good support system.
And
My mom,
and you would say that
yeah,
support system of yours is critical for your success.
of course. So I'm the kind of person that knows a lot of people, and like I shoot a lot of weddings. Like I meet thousands of people every week, but I have two friends in my life, and the thing that I've learned right now is that you rather keep your friendship circle very, very small, and you surround yourself with people who are successful and like-minded, people that are going to push you, and people that are going to tell you that you're doing something wrong. People are going to tell you that you're doing something right. You want someone to look you in the eyes and tell you right now that you're fucking up or you're not. So I've
Okay.
got two friends in my life, AK and Cindy, and you need that. Everybody needs that. And I've obviously got the most amazing husband and mom in the world. I got my daughter. They're obviously the foundation. But I think it's important for people to stop trying to just be friendly with everybody, pick and choose your company. It's the most critical thing you could do in your life.
Okay. And
Yeah.
that would you say that some of your challenges have happened because of the wrong company and the wrong people that you've chosen in your life?
Yes. Yes, definitely. So, I was raised in a very, and now everything's great with my parents, obviously, but I was raised in a very Christian, controlling environment. And I wasn't allowed to leave home until I was married, and I wasn't allowed to go abroad. I had to go and study straight away. I didn't even know what I wanted to do, like, and then I meet this pastor's son, so I get married at the age of 19, you know. So I have made my bad mistakes,
Mm.
but they've brought me to the place where I am now. I don't regret any of those decisions. I can tell you right now, any of them, any of them.
Okay. And then you also
Yeah.
mentioned earlier that you currently have a mentor that is steering you in the right direction,
Yes,
helping
I
you
do.
then. Will you please explain to us that person is doing in your life right now and how
I
they're
will.
helping you.
It's a weird one because I wasn't expecting it, and I will not say who it is
Mm.
because I promised her I wouldn't, and I'll never break her trust. But she's just taken a liking to me, and she's so amazing and so successful, and she just doesn't even need to help me. But she's like phoning me and looking after me, giving me guidelines, taking me on things, giving me courses to study, telling me who to get in contact with. She is the bomb like tick. And I think everybody needs somebody in your life that you can look up to and want to be like, and that you can actually trust and listen to. I think that is so important. And I'm so lucky to, I don't know why she did this. I don't know why she's doing this. She doesn't have to, but she does. And I'm so grateful to her. Yeah.
You've also mentioned trust now a few times. Do you think that trust between persons is a very critical thing for relationships?
Of course, but you can't trust everybody, and I'm stupid and naive like that. So the word, one of the words that I hate is the word gullible. I'm
Mm.
very gullible. That's what I've been told, but I think that's an ugly word to say because I'm trusting. So, you know, like if you're going to say something to me, then I'm going to trust you. So trust is very important to me, and I don't trust anyone really. At the end of the day, I trust my two best friends, my mom, obviously my family, and my husband, but and my mentor. But people can sell you the earth, but you don't know if they're actually going to do anything.
Yes. And what lessons have you learned from not trusting people?
that that I'm cooler than them, that they're stupid for losing me
Okay.
at the end of the day. I don't need that.
Yes.
That's why I've got a small friendship circle. I know I might sound quite harsh right now, and I don't seem that
Mm.
fun and bubbly, but this is real life shit that people need to hear. You
Okay.
know? Yeah,
Yes. Yes, and that is exactly what we want to put out there to the people. Yes, exactly like that.
yeah, yeah.
And then you said you married very early and that is one of your mistakes. And obviously you've learned out of it. Is there anything else that you've also learned outside
Oh
of your
God, I've made
mistake?
1,000 mistakes, man. Where do
Yeah.
we start? And I was saying to my mom today, my favorite age is the age that I'm now. I'm 35, and I love being 35. I love it. It's been the best age ever because I know who I am, and I'm definitely going to still grow, and I'm definitely going to make mistakes, and I'm definitely going to learn. But yeah, like flip, man. Like I've made so many mistakes. I don't even like. I don't regret being married to him because I learned a lot, and I have my daughter. So I wouldn't say that that was a mistake. I think I wasn't guided in the right way by my parents. I don't hate them for that, and oh, I love them. They're my best friends. They're right here right now. Mom's having a massage in the chair. My dad's watching TV. Like everything's good. Like you know. Let's just
Okay.
learn from them. I've made a lot, and people know what they are. I mean, we can talk about it if you want, but they already know. I don't
No,
regret that either because it made me who I am.
okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. And how how do you approach each of these situations when you're in a difficult situation? How do you approach it, and how do you say, okay, that's what we're going to do. This is how I'm going to face it.
Oh, God. I'm so cheeky. I don't stand any shit. So, if it's a difficult situation, then you know what? If it's a difficult situation, like I'll sit down with the person, we'll talk about their feelings, my feelings. I'll recognize where I'm wrong, they'll recognize where they're wrong, whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, like I don't generally deal with the difficult situations at all. I just leave. I don't need to put up with it. That's my
Uh,
approach right now. Yeah.
okay. So if it's
Yeah.
not for you, then you're
Yeah.
away.
Bye. Thank you. Next.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And then can we talk a bit about your career and all the other things that you are doing now? So, um,
Ooh, so
with
many things.
you know, and it's a lot of things. So, and you've talked about what did you call it blocking of the calendar or calendar blocking?
Correct. Calendar
Yes,
blocking.
yes. What is that exactly?
Okay, so I didn't know anything about this guy, so I'm going to talk to you guys in the camera right now. I'm not even going to look at you anymore. I'm looking at the camera. It's called time blocking, and it's something I've been terrible at. So what I've done is, and the guidance I've been given is, you go into your Google Calendar, Outlook, whatever you're using, and you set out a schedule. You're going to wake up at 5. You're going to game till 7. Okay, so this is my schedule.
Yeah.
You guys, whatever you want to do, you fix it to your schedule. You're going to wake up at 5, game till 7. From 7 to 8, you're going to exercise. Doesn't matter what else is going on in your life, you're going to do that. Next up, you're going to chill for the next half an hour, or you're going to get dressed cute, you're going to do shit. Then you're going to go to work. Whatever your job is, you're an accountant. No. That's not a good example. So for a person like me, I've got a lot of things going on. So like, let's for instance say like on a Monday, this sounds so boring, but time blocking fixes. Between 11 and 12, I'm going to be phoning clients. Between like 3 and 4, I'm going to be doing like my reels on social media. You know, like those kind of things, and you do not deviate. If you deviate, you're going to fail.
Okay.
That's what I've learned from the most successful people that I'm listening to right now. That's it.
But then obviously your day doesn't always go as planned. Sometimes people cancel, sometimes meeting goes on longer than it have to, or there's a lot of other things that can also happen. What do you do then?
Sure.
Okay.
What can I do about it? Really, nothing.
Then you just go with it.
You just have to go with it, man. Life's so short. You could die right now. Could die just now. We don't know. We just got to relax. Do what you can do to make yourself a better person. Do what you can do to grow and make all of your freaking your goals in life happen. But if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Just relax. It'll be okay.
How do you approach that goal setting of yours? So you obviously have dreams, you have deadlines, you have goals. How do you approach that?
I wish I could show you. So right now I've got a vision board on. I'm looking at it right now, and I've got 2 goals. I've got a 2-year goal and a 5-year goal, and all my goals are written right here on my vision board. So that's how I do it. That's how I approach it, because it's right above my computer where I work, so I can see it every day. That's what I do. I've always had a vision board. Yeah.
Okay, so you think reminding yourself constantly, seeing it,
absolutely,
and living it is going to make a difference.
Yeah. Even on the fridge, like I've got a 60-day challenge, you know, like it's on the fridge. So every day I'm remembering, you know, and I don't want to put too much pressure on myself as well, because we can't do that, because then you're going to get stressed, anxiety levels go wild. Take it at your own pace, but do the things you want to do. Yeah.
Okay, so there's obviously have to be a balance between like your work life and then also your personal life and health, and
which I'm terrible at right now.
A healthy working life and a healthy personal life, definitely. So
yes.
So what do you think? You say you're terrible now. So what do you think you can adjust or do better? Or
I've already done it all. So my mom actually phoned me. I'm going to be completely honest with you. She phoned me about 2 days ago. And my mom is never wrong about anything. And she said she's so worried about me. She says I'm doing too many things. I need to chill the freak out. So guess what?
Okay.
I'm chilling the frick out. I've got my calendar. I'm having my interview with you. I don't even give a fuck what my phone is. I'm enjoying my time with you. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the things I want to do, and I'm going to take it at my own pace, because at the end of the day, like, if you're good, everybody around you is good. But you have to be good first.
Do you think that people try to fit in or try to, I don't know, be like a other person's pet or something like that? Yeah. Do you think that happens a lot?
Why do they do that?
Do you think that also takes a lot of toll on some people?
Yes, but why do they do that? What do you think they do? I don't know.
Do you think it's for acceptance or for being, I don't know, what do you think about it?
I think, and it's actually an issue that has been very close to my heart, that I haven't actually spoken about on social media, but it's been something that's been carrying on like for the past few months, is me learning this thing. It's not me, but it's me trying to just like tell people that they need to love themselves. And I'm not talking about being vain. Don't go out there and be like, I'm the most beautiful person in the world. No. You can't do that. It's about, look at yourself in the mirror. You were born for a reason. You might think you weren't born for a reason, but you were born for a reason. You were born for a reason. Even you were born for a reason. Anyone was born for a reason. We all have our dreams. Look at yourself. There's something you like about yourself. There's something, your eye color, your hair, your lips, your nail, whatever, your funniness, like your personality. You look at yourself and you tell yourself you're a good person every day. You do that and you tell yourself that you're freaking cool. And that's what you do. That's what you do. Because you know what? If you can love yourself and respect yourself, then you will be a better person to everybody around you, to your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your kids, your friends, everything, your business. It's not a vain thing. It's a thing about looking at yourself in the eyes and freaking realizing that you're cool.
Okay. And then I've asked this question on maybe every podcast I've this for, and that is social media. How do you think social media affects that perspective of ourselves?
Sure, it's a tough one, eh? Because there's obviously a lot of pressure on women. Like, there's so many filters. Like, girls are editing their photos. Like, it's bad. So, like, there is a lot of pressure, especially on girls, I'd say, to look perfect. Thank God, like, if we wake up ugly in the morning, we can put that filter on, But, like, at the end of the day, like, I've met a lot of people, and I've met a lot of social media influencers who have a lot of followers. And they do not look like that in real life. I can promise you, girls, they do not look like that in real life at all. They are taking these photos and they are editing, sculpting, making themselves skinny. They're doing it all. So I think social media is terrible for our daughters, and I have one, in terms of looking perfect. So I think we need to change that whole thing into the terms of feel beautiful for yourself.
Okay.
And just be yourself, man. Like, I don't know why girls are editing themselves to look like this stuff. Yeah, I understand if you're waking up and you're going to ship it, you have to Instagram to add a filter, but don't, it's just not healthy. But social media is also cool because there's a lot of cool girls doing cool shit out there that are supporting the kind of needs that are,
Okay.
normal.
And
Normal
then
beauty.
I think you've mentioned you've worked with a lot of people and you meet new people every day. So can you
Yeah.
discuss how important that networking is and building that? You said it's not a closed circle, but it's a bigger circle, networking with people and having conversations with people. And
Oh
how
God,
important is
networking
that
is
within? Yeah.
everything. It's everything. But the main thing is that you have to be a freaking nice person and be kind. So, like, everyone you interact with, like, just be nice to them. You never know. The other day, can I tell you a story? The other day, so like a while ago, we were driving around in Bali and we were looking at some like investment properties, blah blah blah. Anyway, ended up like the developer there. This is a very cool story. The developer there like was like, "Do you guys want birds?" Obviously, I love birds. He gave me his birds. And then the other day I was in Checkers in my slippers because I love slippers. And I bumped into him and told him I'm in real estate. And he was like, "Please sell my places." So that's the thing. Treat everybody the way that you want to be treated. And you never know. Marketing is everything. Networking is everything. But if you're not a genuinely nice person, then don't bother. Go do something else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, is there any advice that you'd give maybe young ladies, young women that will probably want to follow your same footsteps, or is out there listening to this?
Don't follow my footsteps, girls. I made too many mistakes. But my advice is that you have to figure out that you like yourself. You have to really like yourself. And you actually have to like yourself. Like, stop with this nonsense of trying to be like other people. But you were made for a fucking reason. Like, you were made the way that you look. You were made the way that you are. You were made with your gifts. You were made with your things. Be yourself. And do never, ever, ever say one bad thing about yourself. Ever. You don't ever, 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 ever say, "I'm so sorry I'm quiet. I'm sorry I'm shy. I'm so sorry I'm loud. I'm so sorry I'm..." You never say that stuff. Ever. Ever. About yourself. That's what I would say to every young woman out there. You always talk nicely about yourself. And you be nice to other people. And don't be jealous and insecure. You just trust in yourself. Look after yourself. Be the best version of yourself and don't compare yourself to anyone. Done. That would be my advice.
Do you think a lot of maybe self-talk and negative self-talk, do you think that have a big effect on how you see yourself and how you carry yourself?
Naturally, man. So that has to end. Everybody needs to stop it. We all do it. I do it to myself, but I've stopped. I'd say, since I've had all these people looking after me, um, I've stopped doing that. And you know what? It's actually quite nice to wake up in the morning and say, "Hey, baby," to my husband, "Hey, baby, I look pretty today." Like I've never been able to say that about myself before. And I'm so grateful to everybody who's put their fucking effort into me and loves me. And, I'll do the world for them. But I think it's important for everybody to just never, ever speak badly about yourself. Like that's not on. It's just not on. And I did
Okay,
it for a long time.
okay. And then
I,
I
yeah.
actually want to ask you one last thing about social media, and that is, how do you use your social media to maybe grow your audience and reach
Ooh,
out to
I got a
people?
saucy,
Yeah.
interesting story. So I use Socially Wild. Okay, she is the hottest, best person ever. She's a mommy. She's got two girls. She's stunning. She's got a wonderful family, and she is the bomb at social media. So recently, I've signed up with a few things, and I'm paying her, and she's helping me out. And yeah, that's how I manage my social media. She tells me what to do, and I listen to her. Look, 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 look. I even printed her forms.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah, that's how I do
Okay.
it.
So,
Yeah.
and then how can people get in contact with you? How can they follow you? What is all your social media handles? Do you have a website? Please tell us all of that, please.
I'm not cool enough to have a website, but I've got an Instagram. It's Tarryntinoland. Follow, follow, follow. I'm sure you're gonna do all the tagging. Boing, boing. Yeah. So
Yes.
you can holler at me. Tarryntinoland, and then obviously Kong Kong, World of Kong
Okay.
Kong. That's it. You want to
Okay.
shoot? I've got girls all over the country. They'll sort you out. I've got girls in Joburg, I've got girls in the Midlands, Durban, Cape Town, whatever you want. So I can take photos for you guys. But yeah, Tarantino Land's where the realness is at. Mhm.
Okay. Is that your personal brand? Is that your personal slogan?
Tarantino Land.
Yeah. Where the
Yes,
fun is at.
Quentin
Okay.
Tarantino is the coolest guy ever, man. His movies are
Okay.
dope. Let's not even go there.
Okay.
So yeah, Tarantino. My name is
Okay.
Tarantino Land. Yeah,
Okay, okay. And then thanks a lot for today, and thanks a lot for sharing with us and telling us about your life and telling us. And actually, it was a positive episode with you really
oh
talking
cool.
about how to overcome all that negative self-talk, how to become a better version of yourself. So thanks a lot for that, and thanks a lot for all of your time today. And then go and like and follow and subscribe and share and
Hundred
all that kind
percent.
of stuff. Go and follow Taryn and go and
And a big
subscribe to his
fat love,
videos.
love,
So
love to you as
thanks a lot,
well.
Taryn.
Quick, quick, for reaching out to me. Thank you. I appreciate it. High five, bro. Let's high five. Let's go.
Thanks.
High
Okay.
five me.
I say
High
thanks.
five
I
me.
say I
Cool.
say
Bam.
thank you.
Cool.
Okay.
Cheers, bro. Bye.
Okay.